So yesterday the FIA announced that it wouldn't be following UEFA and the IOC in banning Russian sportsmen and sportswomen from its competitions, in a move that sounds totally bizarre, really. And last week I commented on the whole Haas/Uralkali/Mazepin/money situation. And while Haas has had to remove all branding from cars because of the economic sanctions placed upon Russia in the last few days, it came to light mere moments after I posted that video that Haas does indeed have the necessary funding to get through the season, which is a plus. But there is still the underlying question: what happens to Mazepin? And I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there that won't be sad to see Mazepin go, if he does go. Maybe some of you can't wait to see him go, but this isn't just a Mazepin situation or just a Formula 1 situation. It applies to Russian drivers all over the world. And I won't read the entire statement released by the FIA, but I'll brush upon some of the key points made. As you know, the FIA is watching the developments in Ukraine with sadness and shock, and I hope for a peaceful resolution to the present situation. We condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and our thoughts are with all those suffering. In accordance with the International Olympic Committee (IOC) recommendations, Council members approved the following decisions to be implemented with immediate effect. No international/zone competition to take place in Russia or Belarus until further notice. No flags or symbols or anthems of Russia and Belarus to be used in international or zone competitions until further notice. Then in reference to drivers, competitors and officials, the FIA said, no Russian or Belarusian national teams to participate in international or zone competitions such as the FIA Motorsport Games until further notice. Russian and Belarusian drivers, individual competitors and officials to participate in international or zone competitions only in their neutral capacity and under the FIA flag, subject to specific commitment and adherence to the FIA's principles of peace and political neutrality until further notice. No Russian or Belarusian national symbols, colours, flags on equipment, cars or uniforms are to be displayed, nor are anthems to be played in international or zone competitions until further notice. The statement concluded with, we stand in solidarity with Leonid Kostyuchenko, the president of the Federation Automobile de Ukraine, and the wider FIA family in the country. The measures taken today recognise the authority of the FAU in Ukraine and are also aligned with recommendations made by the International Olympic Committee. We sincerely hope for a peaceful resolution to their intolerable hardship. So as a quick recap and rundown, basically what the FIA said is that Russian drivers are still going to be allowed to compete, provided they don't have state Russian funding. The underlying message here, even though it's not explicitly said, is, yeah, you can race, but you just have to find your funding from elsewhere. You find the funding, you can race. But like I said, this isn't just a Mazepin and F1 situation, it also affects drivers like Mikhail Aleshin, Sergei Afanasiev, Vitaly Petrov, Danica Kvyat, Artem Markelov and Robert Schwartzman, and like Mazepin, they've been given an opening. But also, like I said, the FIA's just basically gone, get your funding so long as it's not from Russia. It also means that SMP Racing, an endurance team set up by Boris Rotenberg, can still enter competitions, albeit without any reference to the fact that they are Russian on the car. But looking it up, it looks like SMP hasn't done any international racing for a while, and SMP Racing is also a management company with all of these drivers currently on its books. And the FIA's statement has been, quite understandably, divisive. BTCC legend Jason Plato called the decision spineless. 1992 BTCC champion Tim Harvey had a more mixed reaction, and Martin Brundle just simply used the thinking emoji. And on those tweets you inevitably get the whole, why should these drivers be kicked out for something they're not a part of, it's the actions of their government. Danica Kvyat posted on Instagram, I think he also posted on Twitter as well, about how much he is against the war and just wants peace for his daughter. And I know you probably want my opinion because this is one of the opinion piece videos that I do here on this channel, and I'm in a, you know what, I actually don't know mood about this because I can see one side and I can see the other, and I'm really struggling to come to a conclusion on this. You've already got UEFA, which is Europe's governing body for football, kicking out Russian teams from its competitions and moving the Champions League final from St. Petersburg to Paris. You've also got the IOC banning ROC athletes from competition because it sends Russia a message that we don't want to play with you. And also, we don't want to deal with you. Sport is huge money these days, and by banning the athletes from these competitions, they've stopped the flow of money going into Moscow, especially with the Champions League final. But on the other hand, what does kicking Mazepin out of Formula 1 actually achieve? Nothing, aside from opening that seat up for someone like Oscar Piastri or Pietro Fittipaldi. I'm sure a lot of people would actually welcome that, but in terms of actually messing up Russia, it doesn't do anything. So that's probably why you have that, why should this person be kicked out for the actions of his country, whether he's a Putin supporter or not a Putin supporter. It's almost like that time you were all kept inside at break time because one person in the class was being a dick. But with the FIA basically stopping Russian money entering motorsport and saying, hey, you can race, just get your money from somewhere that isn't Russia and you can be on the grid, I mean, that's actually a decent compromise, but it's not actually a guarantee that a Russian driver can make the grid. Because at the minute, who's going to touch them? What British, American, Canadian, Australian, German, French, whatever company is going to touch them? Because even if that driver is anti-war or anti-Putin, as is the case with someone like Danny Kvyat, people on Twitter know how to cause carnage. If a company like, I don't know, Pepsi starts sponsoring Danny Kvyat so he can get back into racing, or maybe even Red Bull picking back up again, Red Bull, Pepsi, Napa, Budweiser, whoever it is, their reputation, their image is going to be ruined because people are going to say, why are you associating with him? So in a way, the FIA has banned Russian drivers without actually banning Russian drivers. So when they say you can race so long as your money isn't coming from Russia, they're saying, hey, you can race so long as your money isn't coming from Russia, but good luck getting it. So in that case, they might as well have just banned them outright and saved themselves the hassle. So yeah, that's a recap and a bit of an opinion on things. I'm sorry that it's not a clear-cut yes they should be banned or no they shouldn't be banned, but what I try to do is offer both sides to the argument and then let you come to some sort of a decision or a conclusion yourself, because I want people to think. I know, I can dream. But anyway, if you think I've made some good points, give the video a like, and if you're not already, get subscribed and get that bell on as well, so you never miss out on a future video. Massive thanks to the good folk of Patreon, and we have some new names to add to the Patreon list for the start of March, so thank you to the existing members, the people who aren't members anymore. I'll still leave your name up because, you contributed, and obviously to the new ones as well. It is very, very much appreciated. And if you do want to help support me at a more personal level, the link is in the description, along with links to Discord and also to my socials. So until next time, I've been Millward. Have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you all again soon for another video. Goodbye.